Hey Scorpio, welcome to your bonus reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. Keep in mind this message is for any Scorpio placement you want to check in on, including any planet or astrological house that may be in Scorpio. Whatever it is, you are welcome here. Scorpios, this bonus reading is for all the love, support, and engagement that you guys have shown me over the month of November. So big thank you, big thank you, big thank you. You guys do get a little bit of a sneak peek for some of the decks I'm going to be using in December, so that's fun. But I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into the reading and start with this card here up in the center. Perfect for Scorpio. Our first card is Hell, and it says Rebirth. All right. Y'all know what this means. If you've been a Scorpio for a while, you know what rebirth means. Okay? It's Phoenix time, baby. All right, let's take a look at these next couple of cards. We have Passion here. Okay. And the next card is Determination. Yeah, get it, Scorpios. All right. Feels like your motivation, your drive is being reborn. Some of you guys may have had your butt handed to you recently, and you guys may have been recuperating or just, kind of reflecting on things that maybe you need to focus on for personal growth. But it feels like you guys are kind of revving up and getting that fire back in the furnace, right? So now we're moving, now we're pumping, and we are getting shit done. I love to see it. Let's get into these last two cards at the top. We have Pluto. There you go. The planet of literal transformation, death, and rebirth. This is one of your ruling planets. The other one is Mars. If Mars shows up, I'm going to scream. But yeah, Pluto is all about renewal. So, I mean, it's just, the alignment is crazy. Next, actually, the last card we have is Venus. Interesting. I was literally just thinking about self-love before I hit record. That's so interesting. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you guys, and as a Scorpio myself, I feel like I've been going through this a little bit too lately, but a lot of you guys may be reflecting on how you view yourself, how you love yourself. It's easy to love other people, but it's sometimes really hard to love ourselves and see ourselves the way that other people do. So I feel like a lot of this is not only just finding love for what it is you do, finding passion for what it is you do, but also finding love and compassion and passion for yourselves. Compassion and passion. I did mean to say both words. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the tarot and see what you guys need to know. Spiritual team, Divine Feminine Tarot, what messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? What messages do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? Hello. All right, we have the Seven of Cups reversed, the World reversed, the Star, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the Three of Cups reversed, Magician reversed, and the King of Pentacles. It's funny, the Three of Cups has come up in every single reading I've done so far today for Aries, Virgo, and Libra. Interesting. I got one more to do after this. We'll see if it comes up in Pisces too, but I digress. So what I'm seeing right off the bat with this top row, the Seven of Cups and the World in reverse in particular, it feels like you guys may have been feeling like really overwhelmed, potentially anxious, feeling like things are kind of topsy-turvy, right? With the World being in reverse, it feels like your world has been rocked. Things are new. You don't know what to do. You're kind of getting reacclimated to the world around you, which is a very typical Scorpio thing. When we kind of go into our shell to do a rebirth, right? With us having eclipses in our signs this year, I can completely understand why you may feel like your world has been completely flipped upside down. I think a lot of people are experiencing that as well, but our sign was probably hit the hardest this year because the South Node is in Scorpio. We've had to let go of a lot of things, and as fixed signs, it's not really an easy thing to do, even though we are the sign of death and rebirth. We tend to want to do those things in our own time, at our own pace, and eclipses kind of just throw them at you with no warning, right? So there's been a lot of things I feel like you guys have been readjusting to, getting acclimated to, kind of like dipping your toes in the water and easing yourself in, kind of a thing. A lot of you guys may have been in hermit mode recently, and trying to just kind of sort out what direction you're headed right now. You may have kind of lost sight of what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. And so, I mean, you kind of just closed yourself off with this Nine of Swords, it feels like. But now that the Nine of Swords is in reverse, as I'm looking at it, it feels like there has been some kind of restoration of hope here with the Star card as well. So you guys may be starting to see things in a different light. You guys may not be feeling quite as pessimistic as you had been, if this is resonating for you. And it feels like you guys are kind of getting your spark back. And I do see that down here as well. The Ten of Cups and the Chariot. The Chariot definitely talks to me about determination, perseverance, and having a direction, a goal in mind here with the Star card. Now you know where you're going. You've made your path and you are full speed ahead, right? Ten of Cups also talks about like overwhelming joy, happiness, exuberance. So maybe there were some realizations that you've had throughout this kind of hermit mode that you've been in. And you're kind of coming out of it really grateful for everything that you have, even though it's been a rough year. Let's be real, Scorpios. It's been a rough year, probably for a lot of us. So I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of starting to see things in a more optimistic light as well. And you guys are just kind of going after it, chasing it down full force. I also feel, Scorpios, a lot of you guys have been kind of moving under the radar, or, you know, what do they say? It's not moving in secret, but you're not letting people know your next moves. Like you've been working behind the scenes. You haven't really been telling people like what you're doing or what you're about to do next. That's what I get with the Three of Cups reversed and the Magician reversed. You guys have been working in secret. I know that's not exactly the phrase I want to use, but I hope you guys understand. In order for you to get what it is, get where it is that you need to go and find that motivation again, I feel like you guys finally understand, if you didn't before, that sharing your plans with other people can kind of mess up that manifestation power that you have, right? People can throw in their 2 cents, or they can just throw some evil eye energy, whatever the case is, and throw a monkey wrench in your plans. And you guys are on the way, or on the road to financial and physical stability. That's what you guys are after. Pentacles, since we have the King of Pentacles here, Pentacles can represent more than just money, by the way. It can represent just anything in our physical material world. And I also personally associate it with health and our bodies, our physical bodies. So this could be you working towards a health goal. This could be you working towards owning your first home. This could be you paying off your car loan. This could be you getting a raise or making $1 million for the first time in your life. It doesn't matter what the goal is. It feels like you guys have really protected this energy and what it is that you are working towards, so that no one can potentially throw anything in your way to create an obstacle. Does that make sense? All right. So now that I feel like you guys have this path carved out, you've done the work behind the scenes and under the radar, you're now kind of feeling more confident, and you're starting to kind of come out of the shadows and reveal to people what it is that you have been doing quietly in hermit mode this entire time. So now that it's established and you have a good foothold and you feel confident in it, you don't feel like people really have much leverage to kind of derail it. Does that make sense? So that feels really good. It feels like you guys are on the right path. You guys are going to stay motivated. I feel personally, you guys are going to do great. But that is all I'm seeing with the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the final deck of the reading, which is going to be the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. Spiritual team, Daily Crystal Inspiration. What final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for the Scorpio collective at this time? What final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for the Scorpio collective, at this time? All right. Let's see. We have Rose Quartz, open up your heart. That's definitely Venus energy. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are in a much more optimistic space in general. So for a while, you guys may have avoided also socializing or just connecting with people in general. You guys may be finally coming back around to the idea of being outside and putting yourselves out there, kind of connecting with people again. So Spirit is saying, you know, keep that feeling going. That will probably pay off for you in many different ways. So keep with that feeling. Next, we have Tourmalinated Quartz, get out of your own way. Okay, and I feel like you guys are doing just that finally. Again, after taking some time to kind of find your direction and kind of get rid of some of the things that we've been releasing with all of these eclipses in our sign this year. Finally, at the bottom of the deck, we have Amethyst. Trust your intuition. Okay, and for me, that also just says, you know, in terms of going after your dreams, just keep your eye on the prize, trust your gut in terms of any decisions that you may need to make, in the process. And also, if you feel like there is some just kind of weird, funky energy coming from people, maybe those are the people you kind of need to avoid giving all of your business to as you are progressing towards this goal. All right, Scorpios, that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, I have a blog. All that info on where to find me is below in the description box, as is my website if you want to schedule a personal reading with me. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, whatever, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.